Fall is here and things have quieted down. It's time to see what the locals are up to. Hello everyone, it's Jenny from WeNeedaVacation.com. Welcome to EsCape TV, where each episode we get you back to the Cape and Islands. It's one of the Ember months known for sweet, succulent oysters. Our Becky Fisher has more.
I remember the first time I ventured out onto the Brewster Flats with my bucket. My family had given me a shell fishing license for Christmas, and I had waited until October when the oyster farmers kindly release oysters into the bay for us to discover and enjoy. It was one of those Cape Cod moments when you just can't believe the beauty and the specialness of this place. I have since taken my mother-in-law and my cousin, who both genuinely appreciated the mystique of the experience. Oyster Sundays in Brewster run through October until Thanksgiving at Ellis Landing Beach. About 1 to 2 hours before low tide, depending on how high your boots are, licensed residents are invited to wade through the shallow waters and hunt for oysters. I use kitchen tongs to pick them up. My cousin made me a flotation noodle device so my bucket floats along next to me as I scoop and fill. Typically, I walk away with about 4 dozen oysters. We enjoy a couple dozen for dinner and share the rest with friends. There are many adorable Cape cottages near the bay beaches in Brewster. A great place to stay whether you want to go out to eat for seafood or catch your own.
Almost every town has them, stories told by word of mouth. Here's a little bit of local lore from the town of Dennis.
If you've ever passed through the town of Dennis, chances are you've driven by and perhaps even visited Skaargo Lake and Skaargo Tower. The lake is named after the princess of the local Native American Nubscusset tribe, Princess Skaargo. As with many legends passed down by word of mouth, there are many variations to her story. One version goes that the princess was given several fish from a brave who had fallen in love with her just before he went off to battle. The princess is said to have asked to have had a small pond dug to hold the fish, but one morning she woke up to find the pond had dried up and all but one fish had died. The princess cried from sadness upon finding this, and her tears kept the remaining fish alive until her father had a larger body of water dug out. This larger body of water took on the shape of a fish, which is visible today when viewing the lake from high above. The removed dirt is said to have become Skaargo Hill, the highest area in the Mid-Cape region and the spot upon which Skaargo Tower now sits. From this hill, the princess sat over her fish-shaped lake, waiting for her brave's return. And it is said that to this day, descendants of the princess's original fish still swim in the lake. According to the Dennis Historical Society, Skaargo Tower began as a wood-structured tourist observatory in 1874. It burned down in 1900, and the 30-foot tower of today was rebuilt with cobblestones. This area is a must-see. The view from the top of the tower is a magnificent 80-mile view of Cape Cod Bay, spanning from Plymouth to Provincetown. And just before the expanse of Cape Cod Bay, you'll see Skaargo Lake. And if you look really closely, you just might see some of the princess's silvery fish swimming below.
Even though the weather is changing, it's still the perfect time of year for a walk on the beach.
Well, what I like to do at low tide on Mayflower Beach or Corporation Beach, I love to just walk on the hard sand because the tide goes way out for almost a mile. And I still swim in the salt water this time of year as well in the lake. Actually, the water in the lake is warmer than the air. I mean, it's about 70 degrees today, but the other day it was about 60, and the water was like 68 degrees. So the water stays warmer than the air many times. So I prefer the fall.
I think my favorite right now is the walk to Long Point Beach. If you can do it in the off season, you don't have to worry. It's a trustees of reservations property. So in the summer, it's crowded and you have to, I think, have a pass or pay for parking. But my husband and I finally made it over there a couple of years ago in the fall, and it was so beautiful. The walk starts out through the woods, and then it opens up. And when you get there finally, it's so special because the colors and the lighting is just magical. But what's really special about Long Point is that you have the whole open ocean, Atlantic Ocean, because it's along the southern shore of the vineyard. But there's just sort of a barrier beach, South Beach, but on the other side is a pond. So you get that really special, just the lighting is different, the vegetation is different, and you can see for miles. So it's absolutely beautiful.
One of the hidden gems here on Nantucket is a place called Sanford Farm, okay? And the way to enjoy Sanford Farm is a 3-mile loop walk that gets you a mile and a half out, and then it opens up to the beautiful Matakin area and then takes you back for a mile and a half, so that perfect 3-mile walk. On your way afterwards, you can head out to Matakin, okay? And Matakin is the place to watch the sunset on the island in the summertime. Pair that with a Matakin mystery at Millie's and some Starbucks quesadillas, and we're in good shape for having one of the best days ever.
As always, we like to end with a quote from you. Here's what a viewer had to say.
Mary Beth says, I reminisce throughout the winter looking at my photos of my summer visit. For 30 years, the feeling I get when I come over that bridge is totally indescribable. The peace I feel when I'm on the Cape is a blessing I never take for granted.
That'll do it for today. We'll see you next time for our season finale.